This is Gary Johnson then, pre-Lincoln away. Gary, start of the season finally here. Obviously James Rowe announced last night. Presumably that was just a formality. Was it completing the paperwork?
Yeah, it was. He needed to do a medical anyway, and he'd had a slight little strain on his thigh. But yeah, it was a formality really, because almost from day one, the reason why I've kept him here throughout his rehabilitation with his injury was because I like him as a person, I like him as a player, and I think he'd be perfect for our squad, the way we want to play and the shape we want to play.
Does that mean now just the one loan signing you're still chasing, or are you done now?
No, we're not quite done. Do you want me to say now?
Yeah.
I think we're going to. I'm keen to put JJ Hooper on our books because I feel he gives us that what we call stretch player in behind. I've seen a lot of him, more than anyone else probably. Myself and Pete have seen him, and we've followed his career for a little while, and he hasn't quite shown the Cheltenham fans just yet exactly what he's got, maybe little bits, but he will be a very efficient squad member as well. So the board have kindly gone over budget again for about the 5th time and appreciate it, because I'm able to convince them that they're going to have a good player in the midst, and so I wanted to do that one. So that should be sometime today. There's a coup for you. We still got to sign him, of course, but he's agreed everything, so that's fine. And the saga on the loan player is still ongoing, I'm afraid, and he certainly doesn't look like he's going to be here before the start of the season. But there's a bit of politics at the moment at his club, and we're just going to have to either wait for that to settle down or go and look for someone else.
And presumably you've got plan B and probably plan C lined up, have you, just in case, or at least thoughts in your mind?
Yeah, we got the alphabet lined up, to be honest with you. It's not just A and B. We have got people that we know would be available to us as and when we need them. And you just have to see, touch wood, we don't get any injuries on Saturday, but if we did, and it was a key player, and I didn't feel we had somebody in the squad to fill that place, because centre half we're a little bit short of at the moment as cover, then we know that we can go out and get someone within hours.
Could pre-season have gone much better for you?
No, I think pre-season's been fantastic. The reason is because we got all the boys near enough from day one. I know it's 16 signings now, and we probably had 14 of them in at the start of pre-season. So that gave me a good 6 weeks to work with them. There's a lot of clubs still sort of making late signings of their starting 11, but we've worked the 6 weeks with what I felt was going to be the starting 11, and that hasn't changed much anyway. So it's turned out well for us, and we've seen what the boys have got. I think there's a positive mood amongst our board of directors and our supporters, and that's really important, because we want them all behind us when we kick off our home game on Tuesday.
And because those players have performed well in pre-season, does that make actually picking your team for Saturday a relatively easy task?
Yeah, I think so. I think it, barring maybe one or two, people could pretty much guess what the starting lineup is going to be. Unfortunately, so could the opposition probably, but we've got to be better than that, and we've got to make sure that whatever other teams see of us or think of us, we've got to go and perform and put in that desire and quality that you need to win football matches at any level. But this level, the desire and the quality comes very high on your list.
A game's harder to win at the start of the season because every team I suppose, goes into it optimistic.
I don't know about harder to win. I think they're more important to win, because you need a good start. You're going to need 20 points after the first 10 games, and then you'll find yourself certainly in the top couple, top 2 or 3. If you maintain that throughout the season, the 2 points a game, you'll end up getting promoted. Probably you'll be really unlucky not to on 92 points. So 2 points is, you know, we have to keep thinking that, because you're going to have good days, you're going to have off days where you might, you know, not played very well and lost 1-0 somewhere, and you know, it's not a disaster if you can win the next 2. So your points tally has got to be good, and if you can get into credit early, so you're getting more than 2 points a win in your first few games, then you're in credit, and that settles you down, and it means if you lose your first 2, suddenly you've got to win your next 4 on the trot to get back in you know, into normal sequence if you want to win the league. So the start is very, very important.
Yeah, I suppose it's about getting that momentum and keeping the positivity going, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and the confidence. You know, there's positivity here. The boys are very positive about, I think, their teammates. They're positive about the tactics. I think they believe in what we're doing. I know that through the meetings we have and the DVDs that we watch and them on the training ground. So I'm pretty comfortable that the boys are going into the games having prepared properly, and certainly I'm mentally pretty sharp on what I want them to do.